Guess we can rest a bit.
Okay, mic testing. This is the mic test.
Traveler?
Hi, Paige.
It is you!
It is me.
Ah, the voice! It's Hypatia!
That voice को सामने खड़ी हुई नजर नहीं आ रहा?
Ah, what a pleasant surprise! It's so nice to see the two of you again.
Who's this? She's a scholar we met in the Nvidia forest. When we last saw each other, she was still training in the... what's it called? Satyavada life? Oh, I see.
That's right, we're old friends. You've come at just the right time. Ever since I've come here, hardly anyone has even talked to me.
Hypatia, you're way too excited about this. Actually, for you to leave the Nvidia forest means... you're not in training anymore?
Yeah, maybe.
Wait, no. Did you already finish your training and reach Paripurna life?
What do you think? My consciousness has already managed to make contact with the divine.
You did it? Congratulations!
It's so exhilarating to share this sublime joy with others at long last! When my consciousness made contact with the gods. Ah, what a supreme and unparalleled experience that was!
That's sus. Sussy लग रहा है थोड़ा sussy.
That sounds incredible!
Oh, all right. Actually, please wait. I haven't forgotten my promise to you. Remember? I promised to help you understand what you saw from Irminsul once I gained deeper insights. My current self has not only gained true insight, but I can even help you establish a direct connection to the consciousness of the divine.
अच्छा जी.
You can do that? I've never heard of anything like that, but if you want to give it a try,
Hold on. I brought some spirit borneal with me. This is still a crucial part of the ceremony.
ये सारी सेरेमनी का गेट पे होगी यहाँ पे.
We're using that incense again?
All right now. Hold my hand. I'll help you establish a pathway to connect your conscience.
Okay.
Ready?
मतलब ये नहीं कि आओ अंदर आओ बैठो. ये तो गेट पे करने लगे सब कुछ.
It took 3 betrayals for me to finally understand.
Ooh, finally speaking
The
lines.
world is just an elaborate tapestry of lies. My fury will never be quelled.
ये कौन है? इलेक्ट्रोविजन वाला.
The first to betray me was a god. My creator.
Oh, Scaramouche.
My mother. Valuing strength above all, she saw no worth in me and I was discarded.
ये तो बड़ा surprising है.
The second was a human. My family. My friend. Consumed by fear, he saw me as an abomination. The third was one exactly like me. A hope for the future. A fledgling barely out of the nest. powerless before his mortality. He broke his promise to me. Humans, they can't be trusted. And the gods fill me with pure loathing. So I said good riddance. I denounce the world and laugh in its face.
Okay.
My chest will never again be defiled by worldly filth. I will scrub away every last trace of human emotion. Then it will be empty, a blank slate, and ready to receive a supreme gnosis, brimming with pure divinity.
अच्छा जी.
There is no need to fear. The pain will be brief. Your era is coming to an end.
ये क्या हो रहा है भाई? ये क्या सबको ही धोखा दे रहा है? ये फटुई को भी धोखा देने वाला है अभी है क्या?
What was that? Did we actually just see the Balladier's memories? Everything matches what we know about him. But how is he connected to the divine consciousness that Hypatia was talking about?
You saw it, right? You felt it, right? Such a majestic god! Such a noble will! Such sublime emotion!
ये जाके उससे कनेक्ट हो गई है. स्कारामूश से. वाह.
Alas, shame. If only that which beats within my chest wasn't a filthy mortal heart. Oh, great and merciful God, please grant me forgiveness and salvation.
ये सारे एक्सट्रीमिस्ट जो हैं मरने पे क्यों उतारू हो जाते हैं एकदम से?
Do you understand now? I'm afraid this is no peri-porno life, but rather...
Ah! You! Why are you so mean to me? Why is everyone hiding from me?
अच्छा तभी सब लोग भाग रहे हैं इसके पास
I
से.
found divine wisdom.
हाँ क्यों नहीं?
Shouldn't I receive praise and honor? Haven't I uncovered that light in the darkness?
हाँ. तूने अमरता ढूंढ ली है.
Hypatia?
That's how I always thought everything should be. Wait. Have I already lost my mind?
मुझे लगा ये फट पड़ेगी है. चली गई आराम से तो यहाँ से.
Wait, something isn't right.
It's not. यार माना ये हल्की फुल्की आर्कॉन है पर ये इतना भी क्या हल्का कि तुम लड़ नहीं सकते बिल्कुल. अरे यार कभी भी कुछ भी होता है क्या? तो हम पहली बार किसी दूसरे के पर्सपेक्टिव से देख रहे हैं इसको. इसने कैप्चर कर लिया उसको. तो ये क्या तरीका हो कैप्चर करने का? Finari.
Okay, we finally lost him. Are you okay, Nahida? Wait, no. Something feels different. You're back!
Oh, the Traveler's back?
Nahida was controlling your body for a while. It seemed like she jumped over to you as an emergency measure right before the Catherine puppet was destroyed. After that,
अच्छा.
Kainari heard the commotion and came over. He helped us defeat the mercenaries and then he ran with us all the way here. What? You swapped places? You mean your consciousness also went into Nahida's body? Wait, then where is Nahida's consciousness? Where is she now?
I never imagined that an individual's consciousness could be transferred around like this. Had I not seen it with my own eyes, I would have never believed it. I don't think this can be achieved with current human technology. Also, while we were running, the consciousness in your body told me to pass on a message. She said, "The doctor has found a way to trap my consciousness, so I can't journey with you anymore."
तो डॉक्टर ने कॉन्शियसनेस ट्रैप कर ली है, और लेकिन वहाँ पर दिखा बॉलाडियर को दिखा रहे हैं, स्कारामूश को। क्या हो रहा है यार यहाँ पे? मेरे को तो समझ में नहीं आ रहा इस गेम में क्या हो रहा है क्या नहीं हो रहा। ये वाली आर्कॉन क्वेस्ट कुछ ज़्यादा ही टेढ़ी मेढ़ी और होती जा रही है। और जो सबसे अजीब बात मुझे लगी कि ये आर्कॉन कुछ थोड़ा सा वीक ज़्यादा ही है। मतलब हमने वेंटी को भी देखा था कि वेंटी भी इतना ज़्यादा फाइट नहीं करता था, कर सकता था, नहीं किया, उसके अपने रीज़न थे। लेकिन बाकी जोंगली हो गया और क्या कहते हैं राइडन हो गई, ये तो लड़ने में आगे थे। आर्कॉन तो आर्कॉन होता है, पावरफुल तो है ही, तुम कैसे यार उसको एकदम से।
But even in a moonless night, a shower of starlight can still drown out illusions and lies.
Oh no! Nahida's trapped in the sanctuary of Surasthana for good this time. Was that message all she left for us? It's pretty vague.
It's in a code that only we know. We can't let the doctor figure out what we're up to.
Oh, that makes sense. Since the doctor captured her, she won't be able to say anything without him knowing. She's being extra careful. Even in a moonless night, a shower of starlight can still drown out illusions and lies. Huh. Paimon knows the moon illusions and lies are from the alchemical divination at the Sub-Zero's festival. Didn't Nahida use a starlight analogy before? It had something to do with Sataria.
The moon refers to Nahida herself, starlight refers to the people of the desert, illusion and lies refers to the academia's plan.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Huh. Do you think Nahida was telling us to go find help in the desert? But
Maybe.
she isn't with us anymore. Think we'll be okay?
हाँ यार, इससे भी ज़्यादा बुरी चीज़ें कर चुके हैं।
Paimon, you said Sanctuary of Surasthana. Does this mean that this Nahida you're talking about, the consciousness traveler's body, is the Dendro Archon?
Yep.
Your guess is correct, but the situation's a bit complicated, so it's really hard for us to explain right now.
That's all right. A scholar's curiosity doesn't need to be appeased right away. As for the complicated nature of the situation, safe to say I have witnessed that for myself. I've spent some time with you, and it looks like the Dendro Archon's also on your side, so I trust you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tainari. Oh, actually, we came here to ask you a question. What do you know about the project that the sages have been working on?
Ah, that. While I was indeed invited to join that project, the sages were always secretive about its scope and goals, so I eventually declined. All I know is that that project has something to do with the restoration of Irminsul.
Huh? Did you see something when you were in Nahida's body?
Oh, the academia is turning the Balladier into God. Oh, अच्छा, तो ये चल रहा है।
What?
Do you have any evidence?
Academia is turning Balladier into God. कि कर सकते हैं वो
So
ऐसा?
that's what happened. That explains why Hypatia's symptoms were different from those of the other scholars who went mad. It's because she made contact with the consciousness of a new god who is still in the process of being born.
मतलब उसको गॉड में कैसे कन्वर्ट कर रहे हैं, मुझे समझ नहीं आ रहा। ऑलरेडी वो इतना पावरफुल है, और ये तो भाग गया था ना नोसिस लेके बालाडियर। तो अगर ये एकेडेमिया में है और डॉक्टर इसकी हेल्प कर रहा है एकेडेमिया के थ्रू कन्वर्ट करने के लिए, तो इसका मतलब फटुई को पता है कि कहाँ पर है। जबकि चाइल्ड ने बोला था कि मैं जो हूँ उसको ढूंढ रहा हूँ, स्कारामूश को ढूंढ रहा हूँ, क्योंकि वो जब से नोसिस लिए गायब है। अभी एकदम से यहाँ पे प्रकट हो गया। और आया तो आया, इसके साथ साथ जो डॉक्टर है उसको पता है कहाँ है.
Tighnari, did you leave the Nvidia forest because of Hypatia?
I did. I noticed Hypatia's mental anomalies, but since her symptoms were rather atypical, I secretly took her to Pardes DI and began searching for a way to return her to her normal self. If I didn't take action, Hypatia would have already been taken by the Matra to the desert, doomed to a life of exile at Aru village. Now that you mention it, I knew the Academia has never thought particularly highly of Lesser Lord Kusanali, but I still didn't expect them to do something as arrogant as creating a new god. Looks like I made the right decision by not accepting their invitation. The Doctor and the Balladeer. We have 2 Fatui Harbingers in Sumeru. Sounds like we're in for a bad time.
The Toru has a different mind than every other Harbinger. Just won't seek revenge on Academia. अच्छा, तभी वो बता नहीं रहा यहाँ पे किसी को भी. मतलब फटुई में उसने किसी को नहीं बताया
From your description,
कि उसने
I don't
इसका
think they've
मुश्किल ढूंढ
completed
लिया
their
है.
project. There may still be room for us to intervene. But then, what is the connection between creating a new god and restoring Ermin's soul?
Yeah, it feels like we're still nowhere close to figuring out the sage's goals. Right, we've pretty much gone over everything we need to know, so we should head out. How about you, Tighnari? What are you going to do?
I'll stay here for now. I still want to try a few more things to help Hypatia. If you're planning to go into the desert, start by heading for Caravan Rabat. That'll be your fastest route. Come find me here if there's anything else I can do to help. May the spirit of wisdom go with you.
Thanks, Tighnari. Hopefully
Registan
Hypatia
mein.
will feel better soon. We're off then.
We're off then. Okay. Next chapter start. The 4 at Loggerheads. कहाँ जाना है? यहाँ. अच्छा यहाँ पे. फिर अपने पास अभी तो कुछ अनलॉक नहीं है. पहले ना मुझे लगता है चीज़ों को अनलॉक कर लेना चाहिए. बहुत सारे एरिया अभी तक मैंने लॉक करके छोड़े हुए हैं. एक बार पहले इन सब को अनलॉक करता हुआ चलता हूँ. पहले इसे अनलॉक करते हैं. तो नेविगेशन बहुत मुश्किल हो जाएगी. आगे पीछे आना जाना हो. Stamina regain. यहाँ से मैं ऐसे भी ऊपर जा सकता हूँ. कौन कहाँ कैसे? यहाँ अंदर है क्या? अरे
You can't run! Yeah!
इकलौता खड़ा है यहाँ पे।
Propagate!
You can't run!
अरे यहाँ पे 1 2 और एक और होना चाहिए इधर ही कहीं, 3।
Propagate!
और एक ये।
Scatter!
Think you can bully me?
Retribution!
Lights out! Judgment!
Scatter!
अच्छा, तो ये वो विदरिंग
I'll keep
जोन है
this
जो अब तक
close.
पूरी तरीके से बने नहीं है। ओके, चलो वैसे भी इनसे लड़ना ही था।
Diana Special! Shaking hands!
Burn!
You can't run!
रिवर्स स्मेल।
There are a few interesting trinkets here.
वो कहाँ गया? स्टैचू ऑफ द सेवन कहाँ गया? अबे यहीं तो था। ये रहा। लेफ्ट। अच्छा वो रहा यप खुल गया। अभी भी रह गया है, ये क्या है? अबे इतने तो ओपन हो जाना चाहिए था। एनीवेज जब यहाँ का आएगा तब यहाँ का देखेंगे। सुमेरु सिटी के पास में ही है। चलो अब इधर चलते हैं। टेलीपोर्ट करंटली डिसेबल्ड? क्यों भाई? अच्छा लीव। ओके सुमेरु की तरफ।
I mean,
बारिश।
come on. Bit.
इस आर्कॉन क्वेस्ट
If you
की
aren't
जो
coming, I'll just go by myself.
इस
last
आर्कॉन
chance.
क्वेस्ट की
Are you coming or not?
अरे चुप होना तू। ये आर्कॉन क्वेस्ट जो है थोड़ी सी माइंड फक है। इनाजुमा वाली जो थी वो इतनी नहीं थी। इनाजुमा वाली में स्टेक्स ज़्यादा थे लेकिन कम से कम अपने को स्टोरी समझ में आ रही थी। यहाँ तो स्टोरी पल्ले नहीं पड़ रही। ये भी बंद होगा ना, इसको भी ऑन करना होगा कहीं ना कहीं से। आजा।
Time for retribution!
जैसे जैसे डेजर्ट के पास पहुंचते जा रहे हैं। ये विजरिंग जोन है। हाँ है तो सही। चलो करते हैं इसको। तीसरा कहाँ है? दूसरा। Oh shit.
Think you can bully me?
Think you can bully me? Fuckers.
You can't run! Shiver!
Verdict is
दूर हटो।
time for retribution! Spring forth!
मेन बॉस है।
Can't handle your drink.
Verdict is
डाई डाई डाई। बस ससुर के नाते मरता काहे नहीं है।
We'll need more where that
ये
came
सही
from.
था यार. Okay, slime concentrates, slime condensate. ये रह गए हैं. और किसने किधर गिराया? गिराया कि नहीं गिराया? नहीं गिराया. कोई नहीं. डेजर्ट आ गया. लेकिन इन्होंने वही किया जो मैं सोच रहा था. इन्होंने डेजर्ट का ट्रांजिशन ना एकदम से कर दिया. मतलब कि इधर ग्रीनरी और एकदम से डेजर्ट शुरू हो गया. ऐसा नहीं होता कभी भी. डेजर्ट आता है लेकिन कुछ तो ट्रांजिशन रखते हैं ना बीच में कि पहले ग्रीनरी थोड़ी कम होनी शुरू हुई है, फिर धीरे धीरे डेजर्ट आ रहा है. सीधा डेजर्ट शुरू कर दिया. आ जाना इधर. कैरावैन रिबात. दोनों से कोई बात करने वाला.
Because
बात
things
करते
are
हैं.
so, ergo they are such.
अच्छा. Every result has a reason and every reason has a consequence. शाबाश. क्या दिया इसने? गाइड टू इंजेन्युइटी. ओके. कुछ लोगों से बात करना ज़रूरी है. बात करनी चाहिए. अरे ले स्टोरी स्टार्ट हो गई.
We finally made it to Caravan Rebat. It's pretty lively here.
अच्छा 4 लोग मुझे नज़र आ रहे हैं.
So, just past this wall is the desert, huh? Oh, wow. Paimon remembers hearing people call this the Wall of Samiel. It's made to block sandstorms from the outside. Oh, if it's this tall, it's gotta be the divine...
Enough gawking. Come on, follow me.
अलहिकुम.
Over here.
अरे भाग काहे रहे हो?
Oh, he went that way! Let's hurry up and follow him. Wonder what he's up to.
What the? Where did he go?
अच्छा ये ढूंढ रहे थे उसे.
How did we lose him? They were just here a second ago.
More Aramite mercenaries? Who are they working for this time? Anyway, Traveler, it seems like we were being followed again.
You were too careless. You should have noticed those hopeless amateurs trailing you a long time ago. There's no need to thank me. I've never cared to keep track of personal favors. All I did was correct a mistake I happened to come across. It's a habit I developed at the academia.
You really gave Paimon a scare, Alhaitham. We never thought we'd run into you here.
इस अलहितम में से ना डेनस्लिफ जैसी वाइब्स आती हैं. जैसे डेनस्लिफ में आती थी ना.
Last time we met at Port Ormos, didn't you say you were going back to the academia? Wait, don't tell Paimon that you're here to take us back on their orders.
Oh, so you've already landed yourselves on the academia's hit list. I can't say that I didn't expect it. However, had I wished to turn you over to the academia, don't you think you'd already be the Eremites' honored guests by now?
Oh, right. You do have a point.
I have no interest in running errands for that project. As a scholar, I've always belonged to the camp that promotes researcher autonomy. And these days, you're more fascinating than anything the sages can offer. Not quite. To tell you the truth, I'm still investigating the divine knowledge capsule. Unfortunately, I've run into some difficulty. Everyone says the capsule originated in the desert and was eventually moved to Port Ormos. If I am to get to the bottom of this, I must understand how the capsule first came to be. Which brings me back to you, and why you're so interesting. The leader of Ain al-Ahmar used the divine knowledge capsule right in front of you. And upon seeing him, your expression became perplexed, and you were lost in thought for quite some time. To have that kind of reaction, I think you must have realized something. Are you interested at all in sharing what you've been hiding from me?
Haytham, you really have a ridiculous eye for detail. What kind of person even knows?
So that's your answer. Well, I do work for the academia after all. So considering that, it is indeed wise to keep your cards close to your chest. But that does prove you do have some undisclosed information about the divine knowledge capsule. Am I right? No matter. Rather than simply learning the answers from you, I'd still prefer to investigate on my own. Speaking of, you two are also headed to the desert?
That's right. We have the same plan as you. But we don't really have any concrete goals at the moment.
Then I'd suggest starting with Aru Village. It's the largest settlement in the desert, so it'll probably have more resources and intel than anywhere else. Well, would you like to head there together?
It's always better to travel with someone you know. Let's go.
चलो आड़ू विलेज, लेकिन इससे पहले यहाँ थोड़ा एक्सप्लोर करते हैं. थोड़ी की अभी आए और अभी निकल गए. ओह, बिरयानी. अरे बिरयानी कहाँ है बिरयानी? Increase all party members' defense by 261 and healing effects by 8% for 300 seconds. अरे वाह. लोगों से बात की जाए थोड़ा सा. कौन है बात करने के लिए यहाँ पे? हाँ, रिसर्चर मसूदी. It's a theory, but the God knowledge capsule might be seeking by academia for the Balladeer. हाँ, क्योंकि God knowledge है ना, मेरे ख्याल से वो फाइनल एक कह सकते हैं ना फाइनल पीस हो सकता है Balladeer को गॉड में कन्वर्ट करने के लिए. पर इस तरह की चीज़ के बारे में मैंने पहली बार सुना कि किसी को आपने गॉड कैसे बना सकते हो किसी को आप. या तो आप पैदा होते हो विद सम पावर्स और उनको गॉड लेवल पे कन्वर्ट मेरे ख्याल से दूसरे वही कर सकते हैं जिनके पास खुद इतनी पावर हो. एकेडेमिया के पास इतनी पावर कैसे है? आर्कॉन्स को आर्कॉन बनाने के लिए हो सकता है सेलेस्टी ने उनको नोसिस दिया, पर ये क्या कर रहे हैं? दुनिया.
Come on, it's a rare opportunity.
कहाँ से आए थे? ये मर्चेंट. आओ. business. Persia. Boladier was supposed to be Gnosis holding puppet like Raiden Shogun, but he was defective. Now maybe Academia has fixed him or something to hold the Gnosis. Boladier डिफेक्टिव था, इसी वजह से उसे डिस्कार्ड किया था या कोई और रीज़न था? पता नहीं, शायद कुछ और रीज़न था कि बॉलडियर जो लेकिन हाँ, अगर कोई क्या कहते हैं गॉड लेवल पे असेंड कर सकता है तो बॉलडियर है, क्योंकि उसको बनाया ही किसी गॉड के लिए था. कैंडिस कौन है? हवाद. बंदियां पटाने आया है ये सुमेरु में. बहरक. मिस्टर विक्रम. कौन? मिस्टर विक्रम ओबेरॉय. क्या नाम ढूंढा है? एथोलॉजी. वहाँ माना रिसर्चर. ही इज़ वेरी इंटरेस्टेड इन द लेजेंड्स ऑफ किंग दशरथ एंड हैज़ हेल्प मेनी एडवेंचरर्स. डिफेक्टिव इन सेंस दैट ही कांट विथस्टैंड द पावर ऑफ नोसिस एट दैट टाइम. अच्छा, तो मतलब कि शॉर्ट सर्किट हो गया जैसे उसको गॉड की पावर दी. Supported by him, I am here helping him look for someone at Caravan Rebirth and pass on a message. Okay, but the girl he's looking for seemed to have received the Dusk Bird and gone city Sumeru. Cams just subscribed. Thank you, Cams या Chasm. इसे मिलता जुलता नाम रखा हुआ है Chasm से. Welcome to the channel. But the girl he's looking for seemed to have received the Dusk Bird and gone to Sumeru city already. Did I get it wrong? इसने क्या बताया? मुझे कुछ नहीं बताया. Sefi. Hello, are you going to Sumeru city? Do you need a bodyguard? I was the one to escort Gohar into the... Okay, मुझे कॉल आ रहा है. एक सेकेंड. बॉडीगार्ड. आई वॉज द वन हु एस्कॉर्टेड गोहर इनटू द सिटी. यार बॉडीगार्ड मुझे बॉडीगार्ड की क्या ज़रूरत? 4 लोगों की टीम लेके घूम रहा हूँ मैं. आई डोंट नीड अ बॉडीगार्ड डियर. देखा, आई डोंट नीड वन. थैंक्स. चलो यार, बहुत बात कर ली, अब चलते हैं. ओके, बाद में. मेन गेट तो यही था, यही से तो हम आए थे. चांद एकदम से आया क्या? ऐसा लगा जैसे एकदम से आया हो. ओह, खुले मैदान. चलो इनके पास से होकर चलते हैं. और यहाँ पे टम्बलवीड भी है. अभी छोटे
Burn dry.
You fry. Bloody idiot.
The wrong test subject.
कौन बचा है? इलेक्ट्रो. We try.
Picked
कुछ
the
तो
wrong
लेके जा.
test subject.
I suppose it wasn't too much trouble.
यार कितने सारे स्टार्ट हो गए. तुम भी लड़ोगे का?
Judgment!
कहाँ जाना है? कहाँ जाना है? सामने. अरे यहाँ तो बिच्छू भी है.
You can't run!
ये क्या देगा? रॉ मीट. अरे वाह, बिच्छू का मीट खाया किसी ने? Thanks, I finished the quest. I think you should enjoy it and lots of free primo gems. हाँ, क्वेस्ट मैं सारी इंजॉय करता हूँ. मुझे अब तक कोई भी क्वेस्ट ऐसी नहीं मिली जो मुझे टीडीएस या थोड़ी बोरिंग सी लगी हो. हर किसी का अपना अलग फ्लेवर था. इनाजुमा वाली क्वेस्ट जो थी वो थोड़ी सी हाई स्टेक्स लग रही थी कि मतलब कि भागो दौड़ो, ये करो वो करो. इसके अंदर ना थोड़ा मिस्ट्री ज़्यादा है इस क्वेस्ट में. पर्सनली ये मुझे मिस्टीरियस लग रही है कि एक्चुअली में हो क्या रहा है ये समझ नहीं आ रहा. ये हम पहुँचे. अरे चलो. आरू विलेज, अबजू रोड, दरुल शिफा, आई ऑफ द सैंड्स. ओके, यही जाना है हमें. लीव. व्यू पॉइंट. रिफ्यूजी शेल्टर्स. अच्छा, रिफ्यूजी शेल्टर है. आरू विलेज कहाँ है फिर? अच्छा, वो तो आगे आना. वैसे हमें यहीं पे आ रहा है.
Before us lies Aru Village, the safe haven of the desert folk.
Whoa, this landscape is really something else. What a cool place! Let's go check it out!
एक निंजा. ओह, साइनो. भाई नमस्ते नहीं, कोई राम राम नहीं, कोई दुआ सलाम नहीं. सीधा लड़ने पे आ गया. अब बोलेगा.
Saino.
अच्छा, जानता है इसको ये.
Unless my memory fails me, we have barely spoken 2 words to each other before now at the Academia. Would you care to enlighten me as to when and how I invited the General Mahamatra's wrath?
Oh, Hatham. Do not think you can escape my judgment just because you managed to escape my attack.
Judgment? So that's how you'd characterize your actions here, is it? Or would elimination perhaps be a more accurate description?
Had I used my full strength, not even this traveler would have been able to stop me.
अच्छा, इसके बारे में जानता है ये?
Though styled like an assassination, I sought only to ensure that my target would be unable to flee or resist. Standard practice for the Matra, as well you know.
You cannot. Anil GT. Are you sure, Saino? अच्छा हाँ, of course. इसको भी पता नहीं है ना बेचारे को. इसको क्या हमें नहीं पता कि ट्रैवलर आया कहाँ से.
Seemed to me more like your own personal touch.
Who is that, Al-Hatham? Did you call him General Mahamatra?
Yes. General Mahamatra Sino, head of all the Matra at the Academia. He's a formidable hunter and the ultimate nightmare for any who have committed academic crimes.
अगर तुम में से किसी ने वो खेली है ना लीग ऑफ लेजेंड्स में कैरेक्टर है नासुस, ये नासुस की तरह लगता है देखने में। नासुस का भी जो वेपन है उसके हाथ में बड़ा सा एक वो है पोल आर्म टाइप का।
You seem to have placed a lot of trust in Al-Haytham, to the point of blocking an attack for him. If I were you, I'd never choose to side with him. I wouldn't believe a single word that comes out of his mouth. I have been pursuing this scribe for a long time. I urge you, stand back and do not seek to defend him any longer. Otherwise, there will be consequences.
Has Al-Haytham done something wrong? Paimon doesn't think he's as bad as you've made him out to be.
I won't waste my breath explaining things. Al-Haytham, I saw it during our fight. Take it out. The divine knowledge capsule you're hiding on your person. Unless you want me to retrieve it for myself.
अच्छा इसे पता है कि उसके पास है।
Very perceptive of you.
I don't trust him.
Nothing escapes a Matra's
Same here.
senses.
Wait, the divine knowledge capsule? Didn't it fall into the Matra's hands in Port Ormos?
No wonder you speak with such confidence, Sino. But I must admit, I'm very curious. What does this capsule mean to you? And why, as General Mahamatra of the Academia, are you all alone in the desert? As far as I'm aware, the other Matra have been speculating about your disappearance. Have you been given a mission that's, let's say, morally dubious? If I was the real target of your mission, what was stopping you from simply using your authority and resources to judge me within the walls of the Academia?
I should have known you'd be difficult to deal with.
You two? Ugh. What should we do, Traveler? Paimon feels like we can't trust either of them.
Ahem. Well, look at you
Oh,
two, acting all tough and
dear.
self-righteous over there.
The sexy assassin.
Wait, Dia? Great! Finally, someone that you gotta help us out here. Otherwise, these two are gonna...
Yeah, sure looks that way. Two giants from the Academia duking it out once and for all. Not something you get to see every day, that's for sure. Listen, I know you academic types love to fill up your big brains with self-righteous morality and lord your empty rules and virtues over each other. But how dare you bring your petty disputes into the safe haven of Aru Village? It seems like someone's gonna have to beat some sense into your thick skulls until you finally learn to respect these grounds.
धमकी.
Hey, did either of you...
Whoa, what's going on? The wind's so strong.
Another sandstorm? What's up with these recently?
Hey! All of you, over here,
Candace.
quickly! We have to take cover.
Someone's calling for us. Oh, this wind is too strong.
That sounded like Candace. Come on, you two. Jeez, are all of you Academia folks such...
All right, stop.
तो बिल्कुल ही वैसे बना रखा है कतई अरेबियन नाइट्स.
Well, this is pretty awkward. Hey, want to play sardines with three people who want to tear each other limb from limb? The air is so thick and heavy. Paimon can hardly keep floating anymore.
My sincere apologies, everyone. This is the home of our village chief. I will have to ask you to make do with this small room until the sandstorm dies down.
पूरा का पूरा महल है, ये small room है.
Please, let me introduce myself. I am Candace, protector of Aru Village.
अरे इसकी तो आंखें अलग-अलग रंग की हैं. इसको वो कहते हैं एक मेडिकल कंडीशन होती है हेटेरोक्रोमिया, जो बहुत सारे हस्की जो डॉग्स होते हैं उनको भी होती है.
Our savior has come at last. Nice to meet you, Candace. The name's Paimon.
There's no need to thank me.
Wow, she's so so gentle and caring, like a nice older sister. Unlike those guys over there.
All right. Now that we're all better acquainted, as a guardian charged with the responsibility to protect my fellow villagers from harm, and now that you have set foot within our village itself, it is all the more my responsibility to make... So please, have an honest and sincere... If anyone dares to start anything again while they are under this roof, I will not hesitate to send them out for some quality time with the creatures of the sandstorm.
Oh, on second thought, Paimon may have misjudged Kid.
Hard love, tough love.
And that goes for you too, Miss Dia. Do I make myself clear?
All right, we got it, Candace.
That's what
I was supposed to be a mediator, but I might have gotten a little too involved just now.
Wait, that was you
I have nothing to hide. So there's no shame in explaining. While Al-Haytham wasn't wrong about the other Matra not knowing my whereabouts, it's not because I've been assigned a morally dubious mission. Rather, I've chosen to exile myself.
Oh?
Huh?
A little while ago, I discovered that there was data missing in the Academia's project planning and development files. What little they did report clearly did not match the project's actual progress. As General Mahamatra, I had the responsibility and authority to request an audit. However, to my surprise, the person responsible for the erroneous data was none other than Grand Sage Azar himself.
तो ये सारे मिलके हमको पागल बना रहे हैं.
I tried to investigate the issue myself before submitting a formal audit request. But I soon found that all leads and potential pieces of incriminating evidence were carefully concealed from me.
Basically कह रहा है ये बिक गई है गवर्नमेंट में अब कुछ नहीं रखा. जो सुमेरु की गवर्नमेंट है बिक गई है.
I began to realize that they were cautious of me from the very beginning. Unsurprisingly, the Grand Sage rejected my audit request as soon as the submission reached his desk. He even said to me, "The power of the General Mahamatra is granted by the sages. You have no right to judge us."
So they really are up to no good.
I realized then that to the Grand Sage, the Matra are nothing more than tools for the sages to assert and maintain their control over knowledge. The vows that we took, the principles that we strive to uphold, they are meaningless to the academia of today. I believed it would be wise to flee the academia before the sages had a chance to take action against me. I will never give up on this investigation. There's no need for someone else to give me power or authority. Once I find the truth, I will administer judgment by my own name.
Sino seems to have the same goal as us. We're all plus now that he's no longer the General Mahamatra. He somehow feels a lot like, well, Sino, if that's your...
When I was investigating the matter in the academia, I overheard a conversation between Al-Haytham and a sage. The sages asked you to investigate a blonde-haired traveler. Do you dispute?
What?
Like many parts of the project, this assignment was undocumented. Now throw in your suspicious behavior with the Divine Knowledge Capsule, and I think we deserve an explanation.
Yes. I was indeed tasked with investigating the Traveler.
Al-Haytham!
After all, the promised reward was so great that hardly any scholar could have refused. The sage told me,
A most enticing offer.
Unfortunately, those academics don't know me at all. Their words contained one key piece of information. Namely, that divine knowledge indeed exists. That gave me all I needed to know. From my perspective, the sages are far from trustworthy. Think about it. Isn't it a little strange they're so willing to share divine knowledge with anyone, even as a reward? So, I began my own investigation following the lead of the Divine Knowledge Capsule. In the end, I realized my wisdom in committing. Had I been less guarded, I probably would have ended up like that Ain al-Ahmar mercenary.
You mean that the sages originally planned to dispose of you, using one of those capsules that drive people insane?
I'd already given up on the assignment by then. I only told the Academia I was waiting in Port Ormos for you, so it came as quite a surprise when I encountered my erstwhile target while investigating the Divine Knowledge Capsule.
Criminals do love to talk about coincidences.
Even though I ran into the Traveler by chance, I had no intention of providing assistance to the Academia. You were the ones who decided to follow me and strike up a conversation after I left that tavern.
That's true. Al-Haytham helped us out at Caravan Rebat as well.
I'm willing to apologize, if that's worth anything to you. I took the Divine Knowledge Capsule behind your back because I judged its existence to be a significant risk. I felt that it would be best for no one to interact with. After all, curiosity often proves to be the most dangerous thing in this land.
You should be well aware, Scribe Al-Haytham, that curiosity can also lead you to danger and suspicion. Answer me this. Did the sages share any information about their project with you?
Have I not made myself clear? You and I are both distrusted by the Academia. Do you really think they would tell me anything?
Fine. Although you haven't completely proven your innocence, I won't regard you as an enemy, for now.
As you wish.
Good. I'm glad to see you two clearing up your misunderstandings. And now you, Dia. I believe.
Oh, sorry. Whatever the boys were talking about must. My situation is pretty straightforward. My employer, Dunyarzad of the Homayani family, is friends with the Traveler and is currently recovering from her illness at home.
तो ये उसके behalf पे हमें हमारी bodyguard बन के आई है.
I had nothing going on, so I decided to return to Aru village for a visit. I was actually looking forward to a pretty exciting time getting back together with everyone here, but then I saw these two random guys in the middle of a pointless argument.
Is that all? Well, I will admit...
That's more like it.
ये कौन था?
Whoa! What was that sound?
No need to worry. Now that you're no longer at each other's throats, please make yourselves at home. I'll take a quick trip outside to clear out some of those creatures in the sandstorm.
अच्छा झूठ नहीं बोल रही थी ये.
Creatures? In the sandstorm?
Fighting in a sandstorm is not for the faint-hearted. Anyone without
Yeah, just leave them to Candace. Don't worry, she's as tough as they come.
The wind's died down. That means the sandstorm's over, right? Candace still isn't back yet, though. Is she alright? Maybe we should go out and check on her.
When you put it that way, even I'm starting to feel a little worried.
अच्छा वापस ही नहीं आई अभी.
Alright, let's go.
अब इसे भी किडनैप कर लेगा किसी ने बाहर. चेक करें क्या है यहाँ पे. कुछ नहीं है. चलो बाहर. आयतन करीमा बहुत सारे लोग हैं. चलो कुछ बात करते हैं इनसे बच्चों से. बच्चे बच्चों वाली बातें कर रहे हैं. सितारिया. अच्छा वो इसी गांव की तो है सितारिया. और यहाँ पे थोड़ी और क्वेस्ट भी है हमारे पास. वर्ल्ड क्वेस्ट भी काफ़ी लंबी लंबी है। इसको एलिमेंट चाहिए डेंड्रो का। Fertilize the seeds. अच्छा यहाँ पे
Trade anything you own.
ले भाई उगा दिए। नॉस्टैल्जिक फीलिंग पहले भी किससे मिली थी क्या? टाइनारी। अरे 30 प्रीमोस, क्या बात है, इससे ही बात कर लेते हैं। फाउंटेन का होगा, अच्छा मॉन्स्ट्रैट। ये क्या है बगल में भाई? आंधी चल रही है। अरे तुम कमीशन दो यार। कौन सी है? You know, Lost in the Sands. फिलहाल तो ये करनी है। अच्छा यहीं पर अभी है।
Candace, you're still fighting? You've been out here dealing with these creatures?
Yes. They just keep coming in waves. I've lost count of how many I've defeated.
Here comes another wave!
Leave this round to us. I got interrupted earlier, but
It's been quite a while since I've seen the
Flame
flame mane in action.
नाम अच्छा है।
I'll leave these to you then.
I'll be sure to put on a good show. Let's go!
Punishment!
Verdict is...
Here comes another wave! When are they ever gonna let up?
Time for retribution!
यार बड़े टफ हैं। ये इतनी आसानी से नहीं मरते।
Judgment!
आ गया।
You can't run!
और इनसे फाइट करना है ही बड़ा क्या कहते हैं टेढ़ा।
creatures stopped appearing. Was that the last of
Protecting
them?
the village was busy getting chests to save up for the Dendro Orcon. Dendro Traveler seems to be better than Tainari and Kale. Good, you are using him for the reactions. The story quest is somewhat boring from now on, but the end is good. हाँ मैंने डेंड्रो ऑर्कन इसको डेंड्रो ट्रैवलर को सिर्फ रिएक्शंस के लिए यूज़ कर रहा हूँ कि वहाँ पे मुझे कुछ ना कुछ एक्टिवेट करना होता है, इसलिए यूज़ हो रहा है। द स्टोरी क्वेस्ट इज समवट बोरिंग फ्रॉम नाउ ऑन। यार बोरिंग क्या, अब देखो बिल्कुल यहाँ तक तो चलती नहीं, कई बार ऊपर नीचे चलता रहता है, तो अभी नीचे वाला पार्ट आ गया इसका। अभी देखता हूँ मुझे कैसी लगती है।
What we fought just now was probably the aftermath of the sandstorm. So we should be safe for the time being.
Well fought, everyone. No injuries, I hope.
आप कौन? दादाजी? अच्छा गांव का हेड होगा ये।
Who are you?
Ah, my apologies. I haven't had a chance to greet you yet. I had my hands full taking care of the village's elderly and children.
एल्डरली में तो आप भी आते हो अंकल।
I am the chief of Aru village. Everyone usually calls me Uncle Anpu.
Anpu.
Sir, I am also originally from the desert, but I have not been back for some time now. May I ask if such sandstorms are common?
I can't say they've always been common, but recently the storms have become increasingly severe and frequent. Besides sandstorms, we also occasionally get earthquakes. According to an investigator who stayed in the village a while ago, these unusual natural phenomena are related to the withering of Irminsul.
Another effect of Irminsul's withering. So, Irminsul's withering causes withering zones in the forest, and sandstorms and earthquakes here in the desert?
Everything in the natural world is inextricably connected to Irminsul. These regional symptoms can indeed be a reflection of Irminsul's present state.
Everyone in Aru village needs to take good care of themselves. Speaking of which, why haven't I seen a single village keeper since I got here?
Village keeper? Who are they?
Does your curiosity know no bounds? Village Keeper is how Aru village refers to mad scholars exiled here by the academia. Most of them are scholars who lost their sanity. The academia believes that their crazed mutterings may have a negative effect on the psyches of other scholars.
Alas, that's exactly what we've been trying to investigate. One by one, the village keepers have been mysteriously disappearing without a trace. But no one in the village has ever seen them leave. If you're planning to stay around the village for the next few days, I'd appreciate it if you could keep an eye out for them.
I've had encounters with those people in the past. I'll see what I can do to help.
The Matra are the ones responsible for their exile. Now that you're no longer with them, are you trying to alleviate your guilt and atone for your past sins? I'm fascinated by how you think.
Mock me if you will, but if you are guilty, I will eliminate you, regardless of my position or identity.
अभी भी धमकियां खत्म नहीं हुई हैं दोनों की.
Oh, you're the former General Mahamatra. You must be an expert in these.
Is it because you're reminded of Hypatia? Oh, these poor scholars. First, but is it really a good idea to tag along with Sino? You seem like you really don't trust him.
I'll be grateful for the assistance. No doubt you will do a better. Let's start by finding a spot to share what we know so far.
यहीं पे शेयर कर लो. ऐसी भी क्या बात है? इससे बात करता हूँ. Fadil. Hello. So what's up? इस क्वेस्ट में ये बहुत है, इधर से उधर दौड़ो सिर्फ बात करने के लिए.
Although I've sent myself into exile, I'm still doing essentially the same things as before. Do you still have any questions for me before we start our investigation?
गाइस मुझे ज़रा 1 मिनट का टाइम दो. मुझे ना मेरी मेडिसिन का टाइम हो गया, मुझे एक दवाई लेनी है. 1 मिनट में. Okay.
One of my former subordinates told me that this title has its origins in a strange incident. The Academia has long exiled mad scholars to Aru village. A mysterious phenomenon exists here. When mad scholars first arrive, they are as incoherent and deranged as before. But after spending some time here, they invariably begin to calm down.
Oh.
Initially, the people of Aru village greatly resented having to take in the mad scholars. But a strange incident one night changed that. Aru village was struck by the strongest earthquake in living memory. Seeing buildings on the verge of collapse all around him, the then chief of the village was preparing to take everyone to safety. Suddenly, he noticed a mad scholar crouching in a corner, caressing the ground with his hands. A soft, green light radiated from him, like a divine glow against the backdrop of night.
Oh.
Despite the powerful tremors that ripped through the ground that night, all the houses remained upright, almost as if they had grown roots reaching deep into the ground. In the end, not a single building collapsed, and no one was hurt. After that, the people of Aru village treated the mad scholars with greater kindness, and began to refer to them as the village keepers.
A soft green light? A mad scholar protecting Aru village? What do you make of it, traveler? Paimon thinks so too. Actually, Sino, do you know if any of the mad scholars continued to wear their Akasha terminals at Aru Village?
In theory, they would continue wearing them so the academia could still monitor their activities. With that said, the main Akasha system would no longer have any interaction with them.
Oh, no wonder! Everything makes sense then! Add in the fact that they calmed down, it was probably Nahida who calmed them.
If you are able to draw a conclusion from this one story alone, then it appears you possess much more information than I do. So, what do you make of the story? Really? Lesser Lord Kusanagi.
What? You don't believe us? Lesser Lord Kusanali was definitely using the Akasha to give her power to the mad scholars!
No, it's not so much that I don't believe you. I'm just struck by your reasoning. Lesser Lord Kusanali, the current Dendro Archon. Is she really active in Sumeru? The Academia has always placed far greater importance on the late Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. They've more or less ignored Lesser Lord Kusanali, and I've never had any reason to doubt their views. In addition, I've never heard any stories about Lesser Lord Kusanali and her deeds. To me, she might as well have been a god that never existed.
No way! Nahida definitely exists! She's a... how should Paimon put it? She's a good Archon who's kind and wise. Even if she says weird stuff sometimes.
I've spent many years interrogating criminals, so I can easily tell when someone is lying.
Good! Then you should know that we're telling the truth.
That look in your eyes. I've never seen that from a liar. You two really must have met Lesser Lord Kusanali. How can this be? To think, our Archon has been amongst us this entire time.
Alright, now it's our turn to put our skills to good use for this investigation. But easier said than done. Especially since we don't have any leads.
Excuse me, are you here to help me find my grandpa?
क्यों नहीं?
Who are you?
यही कर लेते हैं, लगे यार.
By the sounds of it, a resident of this village.
My name is Isak.
Is your grandpa mad?
Hey, don't say that. Grandpa is just Grandpa.
The person you're referring to is not a local. Yet you...
Grandpa is just Grandpa. He's my family. I heard everything you said to the village chief. Please, you gotta take me with you. I want to find my grandpa. I swear I'll help. I won't be a nuisance.
Ah, so you're the one who was eavesdropping on us around the village chief's house. I was planning to go out and take care of whoever it was, but I had a vague feeling that they didn't harbor any ill intent.
Whoa. Paul Hazen wasn't kidding about Matra having sharp senses. Sino, he's just a kid. All he wants is to find his grandpa.
Sorry. I was only listening in because I wanted to know where Grandpa went. Honest. If you don't believe me, you can ask Miss Candace.
All right. But first, let's confirm the facts with Candace.
Sino is super vigilant. Is this what all the Matra are like?
Ah, you're back already.
We just wanted to confirm something with you. Do you know...
Huh? You knew this would happen?
Yes. Although he tried his best to stay hidden, I still noticed him eavesdropping outside the window. He really wants to get his grandfather back. Isak's parents were both Aramite mercenaries who rarely returned to the village after finding employment in the city. He was raised by his grandfather. Unfortunately, it was only a few years before his grandpa passed away. Isak was still very young at the time, so various families in the village took turns caring for him so he could survive. Later, an elderly mad scholar arrived at the village. Isak thought the scholar bore a striking resemblance to his grandfather, and thus often spied on the man. However, the scholar was unkempt in appearance and incoherent in speech. Although Isak referred to the man as his grandpa, he was afraid. One summer night, the oft mumbling and bumbling grandpa suddenly calmed down and seemed to become more lucid. He even noticed Isak hiding in the distance. So Grandpa walked up to Isak and patted him on the head. He even took Isak to the entrance of the village, where he patiently taught the boy the next morning. Isak woke up and wanted to go find his grandpa again. It's said that those who saw the scholar claimed he no longer appeared to be crazy, but appeared to be living in his own. Isak was thrilled that his grandpa was able to find peace and would follow him all the time, asking.
All this somehow just makes Paimon feel really sad.
Perhaps. Nearly everyone who lives in the desert has. It's also my reason for fighting.
Maybe the people have always had a considerate god
Huh? What did you...
No, nothing. As long as Isak keep...
Perhaps you are more compassionate than I gave you credit for.
चलो दादाजी को ढूंढते हैं. हम आ रहे हैं दद्दू.
Hey, Isak!
Oh, it's you guys!
We've cleared everything up. Let's go find your grandpa.
Nagabhushan, thank you for joining the channel, bro.
Really? Wow! Thank you so much! Yeah!
Alright. Let's ask the local residents some questions first.
Dreams chapter emptiness. Chapter 3 part 3 finally started. इसके बाद वो रह गया है हमारा किंग दशरथ इन द 3 में जाए, जो अभी जो लेटेस्ट वाला है. इसके बाद वो क्वेस्ट है. ओके, किससे पूछना है पहले? इससे. क्या नाम था इसका?
Excuse me, did you happen to see where the missing scholars went?
You mean the village keepers?
Kazan.
When I was eating dinner the other day, I saw one of them by the side of the road, muttering away and eating mushrooms and tree roots. They shouldn't go around eating that kind of stuff.
Sorry, my sister called. छोटी बहन का फ़ोन. Anyways, देनजी हाशिबीरा, हेलो देनजी. स्ट्रीम पे आने के लिए बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया, आपका स्वागत है.
Okay. Did you notice anything else?
Anything else?
आप सब लोग गेंशिन प्लेयर हो? सब लोग?
No, I think that's all I have to tell you. Sorry.
ये तो भाई चला गया बोल के. ये क्या है इतना लाल लाल सा? खैर पता लग जाएगा जल्दी.
The scholars that have gone missing. Have you seen them?
Those eyes. Those fierce eyes. You look like a real fighter.
Shani.
Don't change the subject.
Right. You were asking about the mad scholars. But honestly, I feel quite sympathetic towards them.
Do you also think Grandpa and...
Grandpa? Oh, hello there. It's little East. He was actually the one who protected my house. I saw it with my own eyes.
Sure.
It still feels pretty surreal now that I think back on it. Did someone teach them how to do that? Well, whatever the case, I'll
World
always
Quest
be
है
thankful to him
2 या
and
3.
whoever taught him to look out for others. I'm pretty sure that if I ever went mad, I wouldn't be able to do anything like that.
अच्छा वो वर्ल्ड क्वेस्ट है, मुझे लगा वो मेन आर्कॉन क्वेस्ट है, किंग दशरथ वाली, किंग दशरथ एंड द 3 में जाए. अभी आई नहीं, अभी मैंने की नहीं है.
Gotcha. Thank you. Sir, have you seen my grandpa recently?
Oh, well, if it
Jabari.
isn't Isak. The last time I saw him, he was spacing out by the road as usual. I went and and speaking of my wife, she's still always complaining about how I don't...
Oh, thank you.
It was nothing.
Yeah.
Whew, that's no good. Well, once you found him, come by my place again and I'll cook a little something for the both of you. I've known you since you were very young. So as far as I'm concerned...
Wow, what an... Okay.
Huh? Don't say anything for now. Isak, stay here. Let's head over there. Stay quiet as you move.
कोई चुपके सुन रहा है हमारी बातें. ये तो है, लो स्टार्ट होगी किंग दशरथ इन द 3 में जाए, चैप्टर 3 एक्ट 4. तो ये वर्ल्ड क्वेस्ट कहाँ से हुई? तो मेन क्वेस्ट है. एक मिनट. द मिसिंग विलेज कीपर्स. मिलेनियल हाइक इन की विंड स्वेप्ट. किंग दशरथ एंड द 3 में जाए. अभी इससे पहले तो चैप्टर 3 एक्ट 3 स्टार्ट हुआ था, वो एकदम से फिनिश भी हो गया. ये कैसे हो सकता है? चैप्टर 3 ड्रीम्स, एम्प्टीनेस एंड डिसेप्शन, ये चल रहा था ना. तो ये फिनिश कहाँ से हो गया अभी एकदम से? द 4 एट लॉगरहेड्स. अच्छा, कैरावन रिबेथ वाला जो था वो पार्ट ख़त्म होते ही. अच्छा, ओके ओके ओके, गॉट इट.
Listen, see if you can make out what they're saying.
Have you heard? The mighty Scarlet King, the sovereign of our faith, will soon return to this world.
Yes, of course I have. The Scarlet King is the one and only true ruler of this land. I've never believed in any other gods. Still, you say he's coming back, but it sure doesn't feel like life's about to change around here anytime soon. What's your proof?
इसका नाम माकन है या मकान है?
Haven't you noticed? The village has been getting more deranged scholars than ever. Delavar was saying that many people also went insane just before the fall of the Scarlet King's civilization in ancient times. We don't quite know why, but it seems like there's some sort of connection between... Isn't it a sign of the Scarlet King's power that all the mad scholars have disappeared?
Huh. Now that you say it...
Exactly. Those city...
Now, repeat everything you've just said from the very beginning.
Huh?
Who are you? Where did you come from?
My patience is running thin. You heard what I asked.
Yeah, Bro, this guy's something else.
Let's not get on his bad side, okay?
Oh, okay, good sir. What is it you would like to know?
Tell me about the Scarlet...
Well, I only know a few things from hearsay. I went for a drink the other day and heard others talking about a rumor that the madmen will disappear, and that the Scarlet King will return to this land. I'm not making this up, I swear!
Hey!
It's true. It's all true, sir. We desert folk have had more than enough of those people at the academia. Would you want to live like this if you were in our place? The radicals were even more thrilled than me when they heard the... Delavar also said that once the Scarlet King returns to our side, it's only a matter of time before we conquer the land on the other side.
Is that so?
Seems like he still wants to know more. Keep talking.
साइनो की आवाज़ ना डीलुक से मिलती जुलती है उसके बोलने का तरीका धीरे धीरे बहुत ही डेलिकेट तरीके से बोलना डीलुक भी ऐसे बोलता है
Got it! At first, I told myself it was just the drink talking. Please, don't beat me up just for mentioning these rumors. If I'm
The people here really like the Scarlet King, but dislike the Dendro Archon.
Where is this radical...
I haven't run into him over the past few days, so he probably...
No, not at all. We would...
Sounds like you're not too close.
No, of course not.
I have many ways to stop you from talking. So you'd best just stay home and don't do anything until I've gotten to the bottom of this. Try something foolish, and even Candace won't be able to protect you.
Yes, got it.
believe him.
We'll do...
That scared Paimon half to death. Sino is pretty terrifying. He didn't try to reassure us at all. It's like he's used to heat.
I heard that.
Sorry.
It's part of being a Matra. The rumor we heard just now seems like a strong lead. But we need to check a few more places. Very well.
Isaac!
I'm here.
Where's your grandpa's house?
Well, I can take you there.
चल भाई लड़के ये बड़ा annoying है ये लोग हमारी स्पीड से ना तो चलते हैं ना हमारी स्पीड से भागते हैं
Grandpa, he likes to be alone. Sometimes he stares at the sky in a daze, and other times he just pokes at the ground with his fingers. Every now and then, he yells out at the top of his lungs, so a lot of people are really scared of him. But he's a good person, really. I know he is. I swear, he's just like my real grandpa.
ये भी एक गुफाओं में रह रहे हैं
This is where Grandpa usually stays.
There sure isn't much here.
No.
Incense? Please don't, but are you okay?
There's a scent that you can sense, but
A certain traveler here once passed out from that smell. Thankfully, Tainari saved the day. And
So, you know Tainari?
Huh?
पहले भी तुमने
You
नाम
know him
मेंशन
too?
किया था टाइनरी का
Are you two friends?
Yes. Now that I concentrate, I can also make out the scent of incense.
Wait, surely Tainari didn't...
No. No need. Did you first encounter this scent at Tainari's house? In the forest.
ये कहाँ जा रहा है Look for more clues.
Oh.
रेगिस्तान में फुटप्रिंट बने हुए हैं
What are you looking for, Sino?
Here it is. Take a look right here.
Paimon doesn't...
Although the traces have been completely buried from the size and shape, they belong to an adult male. The scent is quite faint.
But who would come looking for Grandpa?
We'd have to ask whoever lured him away with the incense.
Huh? So you can lure someone away with just a scent? Hey! What's wrong with liking good food? Everyone's got something they love in life.
Exactly. Most scholars are fond of incense, since the smell supposedly helps them clear their minds and discover new knowledge. Even deep within the clutches of madness, they still yearn for their knowledge-seeking days, and will follow the scent whenever it presents.
No.
So, someone's taking advantage of their weakness? Are the rumors really true? Could the disappearance of all the mad...
It's highly likely.
Please, you have to save my Grandpa. Grandpa's never done anything wrong. Please help him.
Sounds like we'd better help get him back. Don't you worry, Isak. We won't let whoever took him get away with it.
Let's head to Aru Village and inform Candace and the others about what we...
अंदर है कुछ खाली मशरूम है ये वाला स्टार शरूम यहाँ पर भी है barren land where the sand dances added to the archive. अच्छा ये यहाँ से आ रहा था वो नाइस लैंडस्केप तो अच्छा बनाया इन्होंने no doubt about it.
Right. The darker fabric definitely looks a lot.
We're back, Candace!
कपड़ों की बातें कर रहे हैं दोनों यहाँ पे
Tell you.
Ah, welcome back.
ये दोनों भाई बहन लग रहे हैं जिस तरीके से इन्होंने कपड़े पहने हैं कैंडिस और साइनो
Sounds like everyone's friends already.
Oh, Dia's here!
You bet. So,
Reasonably.
I'll hate them.
We haven't seen him at all.
Huh. I saw him around the village entrance earlier and figured he was in...
Did you find out anything useful? I see. So someone used a kind of incense to lead the exiled scholars away from the village.
Yep.
The resurrection of the Scarlet King? First I've heard of it. Far as I know, the kind of incense you just mentioned is only popular beyond the wall.
ये सारे क्यों घेर रहे हैं इनको?
Scholars are fond of it, but as you can see, there aren't many scholars still studying. Not to mention making incense is a labor-intensive process. You won't... It seems someone from beyond the wall...
Makes sense.
So what should we do then?
If it was any other day, that would be your next logical step. But didn't you say that the villager got his news from the tavern? Well, I also like to drink at the tavern.
If Paimon remembers correctly, the leader of the...
Ah, yeah. Delavar, the scar-riddled bandit, Engur, the wide-eyed butcher, and Jabari, the duck-tailed bearded crook. The whole lot of them are known around these parts. These guys have one thing in common, and that's being broke. The rougher life gets, the more they want to believe in the Scarlet King. Way they see it, the Scarlet King's resurrection is their only chance at overthrowing the Academy. Throwing all of Sumeru into chaos is the only way to change the way of life here in the desert.
Tia! You're amazing!
No merc can afford to slack off on gathering intelligence. Every mora I've spent in the tavern has been a valuable investment.
Let's head out.
Now hold on, you're staying right...
Why?
Aru Village is not a big place. Outsiders stand out here like a sore thumb. The desert is unforgiving, so the way of life here is also a lot tougher. Compared to you, mercs like me are just third-rate amateurs. I've got no actual fighting skills to speak of. But that also makes it a whole lot easier for me to gain the locals' trust.
I pulled Sino and Candace. I can tell you they two work well together in a team with the Dendro Traveler and a shielder like Diona. Diona मेरे पास है, but I can understand कि काम कैसे कर सकते हैं. एक Electro, एक Hydro. Do I need some complete? I need some to complete my Sumeru exploration for a Welkin. कोई है क्या? यार Welkin तो नहीं है मेरे पास. मैंने 2 ही बार लिया था स्टार्टिंग में. उसके बाद मैंने कभी दोबारा लिया नहीं.
I need to go around and ask some questions. Good. Then we've got a plan. The Traveler and Paimon will go to Caravan Rebot with me, and we'll try our best to figure out where the...
Alright, sounds like a plan.
Do it for the Primogems and the Vanara tree to get more of them.
Sino, please don't take offense. I'm sure Dia just wants to help.
I don't mind.
Ah, I see. Well...
No, it's natural to fear strength.
अपने आप को कोई ज़्यादा ही ऊपर समझता है. I know I don't have time for that. कोई करके देगा तो I'll give them.
You need to watch out for any signs of earthquakes and sandstorm.
सुमेरु एक्सप्लोरेशन फिनिश करनी है. यार तो ये और कैसे करेगा यार? अब नहीं ब्रो, तुमको ये तो तुम्हें खुद ही करनी पड़ेगी. जाना कहाँ मुझे? पैदल ही चलते हैं. थोड़ी एक्सप्लोरेशन भी हो जाएगी जगह की. उस सीली को घर भी छोड़ देते हैं. आजा भाई. अरे तुम्हें क्वेस्ट पूरी करनी है क्या? पर कुछ क्वेस्ट तो सिर्फ सिंगल प्लेयर में ही पूरी हो सकती है, कोऑप में पूरी भी नहीं होंगी. तो कहाँ गई सीली? ऊपर गई क्या? अच्छा ऊपर है. बैकग्राउंड में नज़र भी नहीं आ रही. 8,000 primos saved so far for 3.2. भाई साहब.
I suppose this will do.
देखो मेरे पास कितने प्रीमोजेम्स हैं. 1427. पूछो मत यार. बहुत गरीबी आ गई जीवन में. ऑल द इवेंट्स एंड कमीशंस टू. मैंने भी किए पर मैं ना खर्च करता रहता था. मैं सेव नहीं करता था. जहाँ मुझे कोई अच्छा सा इवेंट नज़र आता था ना पुल करने के लिए, वहाँ मैं पुल कर देता था. तो मैं कुछ ज़्यादा खास सेव कर नहीं पाया. और ऊपर से मैंने पिछले कम से कम 6 महीने तक गेंशिन खेली भी नहीं. मैं किसी और काम में लगा हुआ था. तो बीच में जो भी कमीशंस वगैरह आई ना, वो मैं उनको पूरा नहीं कर पाया और मैंने कुछ सेव भी नहीं किया. अब इसके अंदर मैं भी पार्टिसिपेट नहीं कर रहा. मतलब यूजुअली मुझे ना, मैं गेंशिन बेसिकली खेल रहा हूँ इसकी स्टोरी के लिए. मुझे स्टोरी में ज़्यादा इंटरेस्ट है. तो अब इसमें मैंने तो पार्टिसिपेट किया भी नहीं, क्योंकि एक तो मेरे कैरेक्टर्स जो हैं वो ज़्यादा अभी बिल्डअप भी नहीं है. डायोना है, डीलूक है, रोजारिया और रेजर. इन्हीं को मैंने थोड़ा बिल्ड किया हुआ है. और मुझे नहीं लगता इन 4 कैरेक्टर्स से मैं अभी पूरा कर सकता हूँ क्लियर.
Sounds like you're starting to get familiar with the area.
Paimon's amazed every time we see the wall of Samiel. How can can a wall this tall even exist?
I know what you mean. I had the same question every time I walked this way when I was a kid. Also, why is this high wall here? And can a wall really block sandstorms?
Nope.
It was only after I grew up that I realized the Wall of Samiel isn't just there to keep out the sandstorms. Sumeru is run by wise and mighty sages. To them, us desert dwellers are nothing but tools that can be used and discarded at their whim. We're cheap labor, like livestock, but easier to control. Even if a child from the desert got the chance to obtain an Akasha terminal, almost all their requests for knowledge would be denied. The academia, geniuses like Sataria are 1 in a million. The other children never get a single chance to try and rewrite their fate.
That's terrible.
I would tear down this wall with my own hands if I could. No, not at all. Besides, we're here to procure—
Yep, we gotta catch the—
Shh! Caravan Rebot is crawling with people, so be careful what you— Our mission started the moment we arrived here. Let's go check out the tavern. Maybe we'll—
चलो टैवरन चलते हैं.
Just our luck. None of them are here today.
You mean, you don't see it?
Dia, is that you? What a coincidence. You here for a drink too?
Zaki.
Oh, and who do you have with you here? Guests from another land? Hello, hello. I'm Zaki.
We've had drinks together a few— Anyway, as far as my friends here, they aren't too shabby, are they? You rarely see any out—
Absolutely. Much better than those people on the other side of the wall. So, Dia, are you looking for someone?
Yeah. Have you seen Engur, Delavar, or Jabari recently?
Of course I have. Matter of fact, we were—
I've got a spice trading deal from another nation. I thought maybe—
Ah, how thoughtful of you. Then I assume you—
Hey, keep it down. Let's just say I prefer to keep this deal a secret. Y'all at Caravan Rebot?
Yes, how considerate.
ये बड़ा ससी है. मुझे लगता है ये हेल्प करने आया हमारी.
Are we there yet?
Yep, this is the—
This place is practically deserted. What are they doing in a place like this?
Why don't you take a guess? Go on. A what?
Oh no! It's an ambush!
हम इतना घबरा क्यों जाते हैं? हम इनको कई बार पीट चुके हैं.
What's this all about, Zaki?
Come on, Dia. You really think we didn't hear about what you said back in Aru village? Not only do I know that you're looking for Delavar, I also know—
So, you've been watching us from—
Uh-oh.
And you left the strongest one in the village, didn't you? Who do you think you are? You really thought we'd fall for—
So you and Delavar have been—
Dia, I guess it— But you got one thing right. We're all looking forward to an uprising in Sumeru.
If that's the case, then I'm sure Delavar wouldn't miss a second.
I'll be honest with you. If it weren't for what you said in the village, your little monologue about the Wall of Samiel would have convinced me that you're one of us.
Delavar. And Engur. You're here too, huh?
Long time no see, Miss Mercenary. You should have known the
Dia, I thought that you, a fellow desert dweller, would understand—
Yeah. Gee, what a missed opportunity. adopting radical views.
See? There you have it. Mercenaries are just a bunch of
You're not wrong. Mercenaries are driven by Mora. In my
Enough talking! Get him!
Get him! Ow.
Just as I expected. Let's teach him a lesson, Traveler.
Following orders.
Ow.
You're open!
Shiver!
Burn! Ha! 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 Impossible!
So, what do you think about your meticulous network now, Zaki? I'm guessing your informant told you that I'm just an incompetent merc with no real fighting skills. Correct. And of course, you would believe everything he reported. The only thing you know about me is that I'm a mercenary. Even though you heard we went to handle monsters together, you believed that so-called Flame Mane is just a fraud. She admitted it herself. That's what you thought.
You lied.
And you were stupid enough to fall for it. I figured as much the first time we drank together. You all thought you were so smart. Pathetic. Okay,
Whoa! So you've been planning this since we were in Aru Village?
No task can be done without preparation. I just have...
Oh, but instead of catching...
Those two who were snooping around were just a couple small fries. If we want to get the real...
Oh, you mean the funny name she mentioned back in Uncle Ampu's house?
That's just a bunch of drunk talk. Edgar and Delavar like to talk themselves up when they're drinking. Edgar, the wide-eyed butcher, and Delavar, the... Alcohol has a way of making people share what they really think. So Edgar and Delavar are always rambling in the tavern about how the Scarlet King is a superior deity.
What about Zaki?
He's just a numbskull who fell right into our trap. Zaki was probably the best hidden of them all. My initial plan was to find Delavar first, and then try to track him. That's what you wanted to ask when we were at Uncle Anpu's house, right? Jabari is one of the villagers you talked to. You know, the one who wanted to treat Isak and his grandpa to some food.
Wait, so he's a radical?
No, he isn't.
Jabari.
I just needed to tack on a random villager name to make the eavesdropper think that I was making some wild guesses based on my impression.
Wow, what a genius idea!
Ah, you're too kind. It was straight from the usual playbook, if I'm honest.
So, that thing you were saying before, is it real?
About
how mercenaries only care about...
Does that bother you? What makes you so sure?
Dia, do you dislike the Dendro Archon?
You two are pretty sharp. No, I don't have anything against the Dendro Archon. I've heard a lot of nice things about the Lesser Lord from Dunyarzad. Dunyarzad's just an ordinary person. There's no way a god would be so... I've begun to realize that the sages are behind everything that's happened recently. The radicals' blind belief in the Scarlet King, but I see through it all. And unlike them, I can...
Dia...
Anyway, looks like we're done with business here. Traveler, lend me a hand. This should be all of them. I'll let you take it from here.
इनका वही सीन है जैसे इनाजुमा के अंदर वो है ना राइडन शोगन और ओरोबाशी वो तात्सुमी आइलैंड वाली तो यहाँ पे भी किंग दशरथ और ये कौन है ये एकेडेमिया और डेंड्रो आर्कॉन इनका सीन है.
All right. I'll be...
Candace, do you need any help?
Candace will be okay on her own. She's been guarding Aru Village for quite some time now.
While I'm questioning them.
I'll meet you back here tomorrow morning, Traveler. As for these idiots, let's just hope they live to see another day.
You heard the question. Now answer me.
तेरे टॉर्चर चल रहा है अंदर तो.
Candace is an expert at dealing with...
You heard the question.
अरे bro, wait till the next morning. एक्चुअली सुबह का वेट यानी कि द नेक्स्ट पार्ट ऑफ आवर कॉन्क्वेस्ट. आई गॉट टू गो गेट रेडी टू वर्क टुडे. ग्रेट स्ट्रीम आर्क. Looking forward to one more creative content in the future. Take care everyone. Stay safe. Thank you Camps. Thank you for joining the channel. Thank you for staying on the stream for so long. है ना. अब मैं कल दोबारा करूँगा स्ट्रीम यार, है ना. तो स्ट्रीम करूँगा तब आना. स्पाइडी, हेलो स्पाइडी. यार एक्चुअली अब तुम उस टाइम आए जब मैं स्ट्रीम बंद करने वाला हूँ. बट यार आए हो तो अब चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर लो और बेल नोटिफिकेशन ऑन कर लो. कल जब मैं दोबारा स्ट्रीम ऑन करूँगा तो आप सबके नोटिफिकेशन चला जाएगा. या मैं यार काफ़ी देर से स्ट्रीम कर रहा हूँ और अब मेरे जाने का टाइम हो गया है. पर हो सकता है मैं आज रात को दोबारा स्ट्रीम करूँ. आज मेरा थोड़ा सा फोर्टनाइट खेलने का मन है ना. तो रात को मैं दोबारा थोड़ी स्ट्रीम करूँगा, फोर्टनाइट खेलूँगा थोड़ी सी, है ना. और हो सकता है दोबारा से गेंशिन भी खेलूँ. रात की स्ट्रीम थोड़ी सी लंबी होगी तो यार तब भी ज्वाइन कर सकते हो मुझे रात को 8-9 बजे के बाद. आई डिड लाइक एंड सब्सक्राइब. थैंक यू सो मच यार, है ना. तो रात को मैं आज रात को ज़रूर स्ट्रीम करूँगा. एक्चुअली क्या है, दिवाली आ रही है. दिवाली पे ना डेली कभी कुछ ख़रीदारी, कभी कुछ लगा रहता है ना. तो अभी मुझे मार्केट जाना है अपनी सिस्टर को लेके, कुछ ख़रीदारी करनी है ना. घर में अभी तक लाइट नहीं लगाई है मैंने, लड़ियाँ नहीं लगाई हैं दिवाली की, तो वो ख़रीद के लेकर आनी है. आज उनको इंस्टॉल करना है शाम तक, है ना. तो शाम को ये सारे काम करके मैं फ़्रेश हो के आराम से रात को स्ट्रीम करूँगा रात तक, कोई इशू नहीं. पर यार जो आज यहाँ पर आए उन सबको थैंक यू सो मच आने के लिए, स्ट्रीम पे रुकने के लिए, स्ट्रीम देखने के लिए. स्ट्रीम अब डेली होती रहेंगी और मैं शेड्यूल बनाने वाला हूँ कि कौन से दिन कौन सी गेम को मैं स्ट्रीम करूँगा. गेंशिन में मोस्टली गेंशिन ही खेलता हूँ, लेकिन उसके अलावा और भी गेम्स है. फोर्टनाइट का भी खेल ली, फ्राइडे को, सैटरडे को वैलोरेंट खेल ली, इस तरीके से. तो वो भी धीरे धीरे बनेगा, तो ज़रूर उसके बारे में ज़रूर देखना यार. चलो, थैंक यू सो मच फॉर ज्वाइनिंग. बाकी आप सब लोगों से मैं कल मिलता हूँ. टेक केयर, बाय.